All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm back with my teacher glasses, and today is going to be a book drop. I'm going to drop some books for the internet people today. These 3 books I'm going to talk about. I'm going to share my screen in this video just so I can show you guys what the cover looks like, and then I'm just going to talk a little bit about the book. Just a teensy beensy because I don't want to spoil it. So these are kind of books that involve wisdom. These are more like adult books. I think one of them is kind of like high schooler. So you gotta be, I would say you have to like, these are books that will definitely challenge you. So we're gonna share my screen. Let me just look up all the books. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now that I have the books all ahead of me. So number 1 would be, so it's going to be a book by Marcus Aurelius. He was I recommend reading this book, Meditations. This is a good book. This is a really good book for someone, like if you know someone that doesn't know how to control their emotions, this is a really good book to start because it'll get you more into like the mental plane of life. So this is a really good book. If this is just it's one of my favorite books. It's kind of basic in terms of people that are into literature. It's a little basic, but it's a good book. Okay. So next book is going to be, how do I switch my screen here? Give me one moment. Let's see. This one. Is there a switch? No, it didn't switch. Okay. One moment. I'm just figuring it out. Okay, so we're back to my face. So we're going to close that one out. Meditations. That book was called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And then this one is going to be more like Eastern philosophy. If you're into that stuff, let me share my screen. This one is the Tao Te Ching. Tao Te Ching, if you want to say it that way. Highly recommend this book. This is for if you're like a spiritual person. This is a good person. This is a good book. Not in terms of Western society. This is definitely Eastern Chinese concepts. So if you've never read this book and you are not familiar with Eastern philosophy, this is a good book to read. And it'll definitely open up your eyes. This one will open up your eyes. I feel like this one will open up your eyes more than the other one. But I love this book. Like this is how like I think kind of so. So yeah, the first one was more like, oh, I'm brand new into wisdom. Like, what is wisdom? You know, that's Marcus Aurelius. I feel like that is for beginners. So let's go to the next book. Let's cross this out. This next book is going to be I don't recommend someone read this book if you can't handle dark subjects. If you can handle dark subjects, I would not recommend you read this book because you have to like be able I guess you have to be kind of like a positive person to read this book. This one right here, Dark Matters. This is a really good book. This one was written by this lady at, I think she's Stanford, and it'll give you a lot of insights about humanism, I guess. But don't read this book if you're like depressed. Like if you're a sad person, I don't recommend you read this book. If you have negative thoughts more than like 50%, like, or 30%, like really, I think you should be a happy person if you are reading this book. So if you are a happy person reading this book, you can read this book. But if you are not, like, if scary movies, like just dark stuff, like this is kind of like, it makes you think and it makes you wonder. If you are not capable of that, you should not read this book. Don't read this book. But if you are capable, you could try reading this book. Read this book. It'll give you some insight. And yeah. What else? Okay, so we're done with that one. But if you would like to learn how to handle dark subjects, I would start with Nietzsche. Nietzsche is a German philosopher. I believe he created a book about this guy who kills himself. If you can handle that, then you're gonna be great. Go ahead, read a book by Nietzsche. Nietzsche. That's a German philosopher, Friedrich Nietzsche. If you want to get into that's like beginner's level existentialism. Like if you're new to existentialism, and then you're able to want to look at the darker side of life, to really truly think and understand life. Like you got to be a thinker. Like you got to be okay with thinking. Like if you're not a thinker, then don't read Dark Matters. If you don't want to become a thinker, don't read Dark Matters. Don't read Friedrich Nietzsche. It's not for everybody. I think if you read it, you might get a little sad and mopey. So that was just my warning in this video. But those first two books by Marcus Aurelius and the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu is really good. So those are my 3 books about wisdom today. And I don't know, I'm in my reading era. So we'll see what else, other topics I'll have next time. I'm currently writing a book. My book is not going to be it's gonna be great, obviously, but yeah. So that I'm writing a book. I'm reading other people's books to see how do people write books, and I just wanted to come up to my video today and show everybody what I've been doing. So have a great day. I'm gonna leave the links for these books in the comment box so we can have those links easily available.